Hey everybody, I'm the Gulf Coast Granny and welcome back to my kitchen. This morning I'm going to show y'all how I make my espresso without a machine. And I use this pot. This is called a Moka Pot. It is made by Letty. It is an Italian company and they've made these things for years and years and years. I'm going to say probably since the early 20th century. So anyhow, I learned how to make this coffee from an old Cuban lady that I used to know in Florida. And it's been probably 30 plus years ago. In fact, it's been so long ago that I'm sorry to say that I don't remember her name. But she taught me two things. She taught me to make coffee like this, and she taught me to grow roses, and I'm eternally grateful for it. In fact, she was an elderly lady when I met her, and she's probably not living anymore. So she has definitely stayed around in this world just through my roses and my coffee. Anyhow, let me show you how this works. This has two pieces here. This is where your coffee goes, of course, and this is where the water goes. Inside this container are two more pieces. This is the funnel, and you put your coffee in here. And this is the filter that goes on top. What I'm going to do is show you guys the order in which to do this. This little valve right here is a pressure valve. You don't want to put your water above, or when you're looking at the inside of this, and I don't know, yes, there it is right there. You can see the valve right there. Fill it to just below that valve. Now, I'm going to put my water in. Let's see if I have enough. Perfect. You take your funnel. Oh, and I use, right now, I've got this Cafe Bustelo coffee. There are other coffees that you can buy that are espresso ground right out the grocery store. Or you can have it done at Starbucks or whatever coffee place that you choose, to buy your coffee at. But just make sure it's espresso ground. You spoon your coffee into the funnel, and you don't want to pack it down. You just want it to be light and fluffy in there. The Italians make their coffee with these pots just about every day in their homes, and a lot of the Latin American countries also do that. And I'm sure there are different ways to make it, but I'm showing you the way I learned. I feel like it's pretty authentic simply because it was taught to me by a woman from Cuba. They came here in the early 70s. She did tell me that. But I don't know a lot about, the circumstances, etc. Or specifics. I know a lot of Cubans came over here because it was just miserable there. You drop this funnel into the bottom half, and you screw the top on like this. You turn your stove on. Some people put it on high. I don't like to do it that fast. I like for it to build slowly, so I put mine on 8. So then we wait. And I'm going to leave the top open because I want to show y'all what this does. I'm going to have to bring the camera over to the pot so you can see it real good. While we're waiting for this coffee to brew, I'm going to put some sugar in this large measuring cup. And I'm going to put about 1/4 of a cup in here. That is 4 tablespoons. Now, my friend told me while she was teaching me that Cubans like their coffee very, very sweet. And this is how she did it for me, and I loved it. So this is how I make it at my house. Now, I know there are other ways to do this, and there are names for the different types of coffees, but honestly, I don't know what they are. Like I said, I'm just showing y'all what she showed me. But it's delicious. I promise you that. I don't know if you can see this little tiny, this spout here. There it is. There's that spout. The coffee will start coming up out of that spout. And when it does, We're going to let it cover just the bottom of this pot. And we're going to pour some of it in here. And we're going to make what they call espuma, which is the foam, like on a latte. It's not exact, but it replicates it. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pour some milk in this French press. And I'm going to froth it. Probably half. Okay, so I filled it up halfway. I'm going to stick my press in there, and I'm going to froth this milk by going up and down with this press. You're going to be surprised at how well this works. Look at that. It has doubled in size already. See, now it looks like a full pitcher. Now what I'm going to do is take this to the microwave and warm it up just a bit. The reason I do the milk that way is because cold milk froths a lot better than hot milk in a French press. Whoops, I've made a mess. Okay, not quite yet. I can hear it, it's trying. Now, sometimes if you have an old seal, your coffee might start dripping down the side a little bit or start bubbling out here, but it's okay, don't worry about it. Unless there's a huge, stream of it coming out. But I don't worry about it if it's just a little drips here and there. I do need to get a new gasket for mine. You can order the parts from Amazon. In fact, I got this Moka Pot from Amazon. I think it was about $30. I've had it for probably 4 or 5 years. The funnel and the filter can also be replaced along with the gasket that goes in the top. I'm so excited. My husband loves this coffee. And I do too. And you can buy these Moka Pots anywhere from a small miniature 2-cup all the way up to a great big, I think 18-cup size. But this does our family just fine, the 6-cup size. Now you're going to need a whisk. So before you even get started, grab your whisk in advance. You could also use a spoon to do this next step, and I'll show you when we get to it. Oh, we got some pressure building up. I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's a little bit of water beading up around the edges right here. Some coffee coming out. Hang on. Here comes the, see, look. See how it's, I'm going to let it cover the bottom. Now this is your thickest part of your coffee. Now watch this. Just a little bit goes in there. And then I put it back on to finish. Turn your heat down to about medium. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to start stirring it. I want it to become a golden blonde color. And there we have it. See how light that is? That's what you want it to look like. And oh my goodness, this part tastes amazing. You can see it percolating there in the pot, excuse me. It's about halfway there. Now it won't come all the way up to the top, but it'll be close. The reason that you want to turn your heat down after that initial little bit comes out and you pour it in your sugar is because if you leave the heat on high, it will definitely scorch your coffee and it will be extremely bitter. So I wait until it just starts bubbling out and then I turn my heat down. Okay, this is just, I think this is finished. So So what I'm going to do now, and this is just how I do it. I don't do separate cups because we all drink it at the same time. So I'm going to pour all of this coffee in here with the sugar. I'm going to stir it up. And if you just wanted your espresso like this, you could get some little Dimitas cups and look at the foam on the top. There, see that? And that would look just like a cup of plain old espresso. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make it more like a latte, and I'm going to pour all of this milk, what'll fit, into this cup. Oh, look at there, it all fits. And now I've got myself a giant latte. And it looks really pretty right now. Let me show you. With the white foam of the milk on top. But I'm about to destroy that. I'm just going to stir it all together like this. And then I'm going to pour it into my cups. Now, there's only 3 of us that drink this. My son loves it. And, of course, my husband. And the little tiny ones for me because I can't do a whole lot of caffeine. And I can assure you that this coffee will give you a buzz. Okay, and there's my husband's. Now, we've got a little bit left over. I guess I can put that in my boy's cup. So y'all, that's the best way I know to make espresso without a machine. It's inexpensive, it's delicious, and it will definitely wake you up or keep you up if you drink it at night. Delicious. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you again real soon, all right?